Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever your time zone is. Deb here. So I finally took the opportunity to skate near my neighborhood, and there's a plaza near my house where several shops, as you can see, are closed for business, including this barber shop. It is very sad to see a lot of businesses closed, but it's good that they're being safe. So I took the opportunity to skate again. It was amazing. It's been a few days. I gotta say that after being cooped up for so long, skating made me feel amazing. When I got home after skating, I felt like this rush of dopamine. It just left me in such a good mood afterwards. Just positive vibes all around. However, I am more aware of how much the situation has escalated, that I really want to avoid any opportunity to get sick or get my loved ones sick. Given that there's a possible 14-day lag between the time that you get the virus and the time you start showing the signs, means that every single time I expose myself out there, I'm resetting that timer to find out whether or not I caught this thing. There are also new symptoms being discovered, like lack of taste and smell, as well as other issues like gastrointestinal issues, which I don't feel like getting right into right now. But that doesn't sound very pleasant. It actually sounds very scary. Just the variety of ways this thing can affect a person is unpredictable. No matter your age, yes, it affects those elderly in a more drastic way, but still, it affects all ages. And I think that a problem is that a lot of younger people are getting very complacent in that the severe effects are mostly reported for the elderly, but there have been a lot of cases in Italy where young people have died as well, and young people are sent to the hospital. So, that's something that I need to consider, we need to consider. And the ways that it can affect a person is unpredictable. There's a possibility of it mutating, not necessarily in a bad way, but there is a possibility of the virus mutating. We also don't know the long-term effects of the virus on the human body. I did read a report about how in China, certain patients that did recover from the virus, their lungs were affected and stayed affected afterwards. I don't want to really get too much into the details of that because I'm not 100% sure, and I don't like to throw things out there without knowing 100%. I will give that disclaimer each time, but I read the article and the links below for some. So like I said, for some the lungs may never be the same. Thankfully, I'm not a smoker, nor was I a smoker before, so I guess that's an advantage. But given how little we know about this disease, it's honestly scary. And as mentioned in my earlier video, skating accidents happen, and at this time it's the worst time to end up in the hospital. Another thing I've considered is that the psychology of society, it's slowly changing in ways we can't predict completely, and in circumstances where supplies are low and fear is abundant, anything can happen out there. People can react in ways unexpected. I'm not trying to be a fear monger, I'm just stating the facts. It is what it is. I'm not gonna beat around the bush, I'm gonna say what I think. But if there ever was a time to be on alert, now is the time. Anyway, so I did skate around the neighborhood. As you can see, I am trying some new things with my Insta360, including keeping the selfie stick behind me to get some shots from the back. It is kind of awkward to hold the selfie stick from the back, and I'm still learning, but it's something different that I can experiment with. Again, I'm not trying any new tricks right now because I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to have an accident. And also, I recently had my MCL recover from that tear that I experienced last year. So that did take about 3 to 4 months of PT, which I honestly should be working more on continuing that PT. So yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to do some more cross training. This liquor store is still open, but it's saying that no more than 10 people can be inside. It is kind of a small store though. I imagine 10 people is still kind of risky. I'm trying to keep social distance. As you can see, when I see too many people and not enough space or the possibility of someone moving closer, I just go the other way. I don't want to take any chances. So yeah, as you can see, I'm fully geared here. I'm wearing my helmet. I don't like wearing my helmet because of vanity. That's the only reason why, honestly. You should always wear a helmet, although I don't always wear one, and I hate the way it looks when I wear one, and it's kind of annoying with my glasses on when I have to wear one. But hey, again, I'm not taking any chances. I have my mace there on my left pocket. No, sorry, my right pocket, your left, seeing it from your point of view there. I always keep it on me. I'm close to Publix. This is the supermarket where it's an area that is most likely to be one of the most congested areas right now during this pandemic. A lot of people are still going to the supermarket, and I've noticed not a lot of people follow the social distance rule. So I try to avoid going to that supermarket as much as I can. Inside, that is. I heard an ambulance coming, and I'm not sure why the ambulance is coming, but it's coming. Hopefully the person in there is okay. But yeah, I really don't have too much to say other than I'm trying to make the most of it. What I'm doing at home is I'm trying to relax. I think that was toward me. So as I was skating in my neighborhood, I discovered that there was a tow truck nearby. It seems that somebody's car was getting towed. That really sucks. Speaking of which, the other day my hubby went to the supermarket and the car battery died on him. And there was a gentleman that tried to help him. However, the gentleman wasn't practicing social distance. So that kind of freaked me out. So just be careful out there. If you are going to take your car anywhere, just make sure that your battery's okay. You have AAA. Just be aware that those things can happen. So yeah, have you ever gotten your car towed? That is one of the worst experiences ever. I've had my car towed so many times. I gotta say, most of the times it's been my fault. I got it towed once at the beach, which sucked because I was very far from home. And yeah, it's really expensive. One time, my car was towed and I never got it back. It was a really hard time for me. I didn't have a job and I didn't have the funds to get it out of the place. I told the guy, please, can I have my car back? I was pregnant at the time and the guy would just not budge. I could not get my car back. And so they ended up keeping the car. So yeah, getting your car towed really sucks. Especially here in Miami. They can be pretty ruthless and they'll look for any opportunity to get your car towed. I even heard there's like people out there that just wait for people to park in the wrong place. Like when I told you the story about me getting, here I am trying my jumps. By the way, whenever I do those little jumps, in my head, this is what it looks like. But in real life, that's what it looked like. So yeah, does that happen to you too? In your head, you're like, oh my god, this is an amazing trick. I look so cool doing it. And you have all that cool music playing in your ears. But in real life, when you watch the video, there's no music playing and you're just doing whatever it is you're doing. Anyways, here I am practicing finally how to drag stop with my right leg. For some reason, every time I do it, my right hand comes out and it turns the palm upward. That somehow helps me do it, but I'm practicing keeping my hand put while I do it. I don't think that's the ideal position, but I'm trying to keep my hand from doing that. Here's another pet peeve of mine, and you're gonna see a bunch of cars parked on the sidewalk. That is so annoying, and I'm sure you as a skater can understand that when you're trying to see beyond what's coming up, you need to be safe. And to do that, you need to be able to see what's coming up in the sidewalk on the street. And you can't do that if you have a bunch of cars parked on the sidewalk. Alright, so just to wrap things up, I'm going to be working remotely from now on until the situation changes, which I guess in a way is something good that came out of this, although I feel bad saying that something good came out of this situation, but I don't have to sit in traffic for more than an hour every day, so yeah, that's a good thing. I'm going to be doing a lot of activities at home when I have time off. I'm going to be working on my belly dancing, which is something that I've done for the past 15 years. And I do have a channel. If you're interested in taking a peek, it's in the description below. And I'm also including a quick clip here for those that want to check it out. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Bye. Stay safe and healthy.